Hello, this is your guide for Wednesday, May 27th in Work Packet 5. Please put your name up here so I know who did the work. At the end of the video, we'll listen to In Flanders Fields. Remember that poem that we learned about from Remembrance Day? It's a poem from World War I. But first, let's do our work. We'll start with our printing. Please write neatly and don't forget your finger spaces. Read and write the sentences. The first one, the class planted a garden. The class planted a garden. So down here, nice and slow, uppercase T. Try to be touching the lines. The finger space, class. You see how I'm trying to touch the middle and bottom line? Finger space, planted, lowercase p goes under the line. Planted. A garden. A, drop down to here. Lowercase g, you're going fishing, drop your hook down there. The class planted a garden. Oops. Period. The class planted a garden. Sentence number 2. Caterpillars turn into butterflies. Caterpillars turn into butterflies. Uppercase C. Ew. I don't like that. We'll erase it and try to make it better. Cat. Lers. Caterpillars. Finger space. Turn. Into. Make sure your dot goes above the middle line. Into butterflies. Jump down to the next line. Turn into butterflies. Period. Caterpillars turn into butterflies. Have you ever seen that before, where they crawl up onto a wall or a tree and they make that web? And I guess it's a cocoon, and they stay in there for a while, and then they pop out, and they're a butterfly. A metamorphosis. Maybe we'll study in science next year a little bit. Daily language review. Look at the pictures, read the words. I see a girl with a teddy bear. Looks like she's sleeping. Z, Z, Z. Snoring. The word is sleep. And I see a boy laying on the grass. His eyes are closed. Nap. So sleep and nap. Read the sentences. Write sleep or nap in each sentence. Number 1. It is day and I will... So daytime, will you sleep or nap? It is day and I will nap. Remember, a nap is just a really short sleep. It could be 10, 20 minutes, maybe an hour. And at nighttime, we sleep. Number 2, it is night and I will sleep. That's when you go to bed for 8, 9, 10 hours. That's when your brain rests, and it's so important to get sleep. If you only sleep for 4 or 5 or 6 hours, you are hurting your body. Trust me, you need sleep. Look at the picture. Use sleep or nap to finish the sentence. Number 3, I see a kitty taking a nap in the sun. And it starts, the cat will nap in the sun. Nap in the sun. Period. Number 4, I see a girl in a sleeping bag and the moon and the stars. So I think she's sleeping outside. She will sleep outside. Period. Okay, story time. What do we have today? Top of hill. Okay, please read the story and answer the questions. In this story, you'll see the OP family. Op, like top, hop, and stop. Op, op, op. This story is called Top of the Hill. Let's look at the picture. I see a house, and it looks like it's on top of a hill. Question number 1, what does Tom like to do? Number 2, where does Tom need to hop to? Number 3, what did Tom get at the shop? Okay, let's read it. Top of the hill. Tom went to the top of the hill. Tom liked to hop all the way to the top. At the top of the hill, Tom made a stop at a shop. At the shop, he got a new mop and a top. Then Tom hopped all the way down the hill. Okay, question 1. What does Tom like to do? Tom went to the top of the hill. Tom liked to hop all the way to the top. So he likes to hop to the top. We don't want to write all that. Let's say it like this. What does Tom like to do? He likes to hop up the hill. I don't want to write all that. Hop up the hill. We don't have to copy what it said in the story. We just have to explain that we understand. He likes to hop up the hill. Number 2, let's switch colors. Where does Tom need to hop to? At the top of the hill, Tom made a stop at a shop. A shop. He's going shopping. Where does Tom need to hop to? A shop. So it's a shop that sells tops, like a shirt, and mops. So maybe it's like a dollar store or a Walmart or something. It looks like somebody's house, though. Maybe someone just has a really little store in a house. That can happen. Number 3, what did Tom get at the shop? At the shop, he got a new mop and a top. So let's just say a mop and a top. What did he get at the store? A mop and a top. Period. Good. Okay, math time. Addition and subtraction of 3-digit numbers. We've done this before. For some of these questions, we'll have to carry or borrow, but today it's just adding, and tomorrow will be subtraction. Okay, let's take a look. So addition and subtraction of 3-digit numbers. In grade 3, you need to learn how to add 3-digit numbers with or without grouping. That means carrying. And you need to subtract three-digit numbers with or without borrowing. That'll be tomorrow. And let's look at this example, the picture. We got an old dude talking into a microphone, and there's some people watching him. And we want to count the number of audience members. How many people are watching? So we know there's adults and children. There's 89 adults and 125 children. What's the total? So 9 plus 5 equals 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 9 plus 2 equals 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So we have 214 in all, the whole audience. And he says, I welcome all 214 of you tonight. I don't know. I don't trust this guy. I don't like his hair and his bow tie. It seems fishy. I don't know about him. Okay, do the addition. Number 1, I did it for you. Let's see how I did it. We always start in the ones place, right? 4 plus 5 equals 9. 3 plus 0 equals 3. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Okay, let's do the rest. Number 2, start in the ones place, right here. I'm going to write it down on this one so you can remember ones, tens, and hundreds, because that's super important. So I'm going to say ones, tens, and hundreds place. Okay, so just remember that. So we'll start in the ones place. 6 plus 3. 6 plus 1, 2, 3. 6 plus 3 equals 9. Really important, you put it right under the ones place. Now let's go to the tens place. 1 plus 8, or to make it easier on ourselves, we'll just say 8 plus 1 equals 9. If you don't believe me, let's do it the hard way. 1 plus 8. 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Told you. Now the hundreds place. 2 plus 4. 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 6. So our answer is 699. Question 3. 1 plus 4. Let's switch colors. 1 plus 4 or 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 equals 5. 1 plus 8 or 8 plus 1. Do you remember what that was? 8 plus 1 equals 9. And 4, there's nothing under it, so we drop it down. 495. Question 4. Start in the ones place. 3 plus 4. 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 7. 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 equals 6. 6 plus 1 equals 7. 767. Question 5. 1 plus 7, or why don't we do 7 plus 1? You see how that saves so much time? 7 plus 1 equals 8. 2 plus 4, or 4 plus 2, 1, 2, equals 6. 5, nothing under it, drop it down. 568. Question 6. 5 plus 3. Let's clean up this mess. 5 plus 1, 2, 3. 5 plus 3 equals 8. 6 plus 0. 6 plus nothing, still going to be 6. 1, there's nothing there, drop it down. 168. Okay. Now, same kind of questions, but instead of up and down, they're sideways. But that doesn't mean we can't make them go up and down. So question 7, I'll show you how I did that. 712 plus 124. That was hard for me to think about sideways, so I just wrote it over here. 712 plus 124. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 7 plus 1 equals 8. 836. Okay, that's not cheating. I actually want you to do that. Question 8. 335 plus 161. Let's just write it over here. 335 plus 161. 5 plus 1, 5 plus 1 equals 6. 3 plus 6, or 6 plus 1, 2, 3 equals 9. 3 plus 1 equals 4. So our answer is 496. Question 9. And you see I started this one for you. I didn't finish it. 188 plus 210. And I put it over here, but I didn't answer it yet. I left it for you. And for the people who aren't watching these videos, at least they might have a chance. But for you who is watching this, hey, lucky you. Let's do it together. 8 plus 0. Let's go green. 8 plus nothing is still going to be 8 in the ones place. 8 plus 1. 8 plus 1 equals 9. And 1 plus 2. 1 plus 1, 2 equals 3. So our answer is 398. Number 10. 427 plus 402. Now we can do it sideways. Let's try it. It's just harder to think about, but we can still do it. Still the same rule. We still start in the ones place. So in the ones we have 2 and 7. So 7 plus 2. 7 plus 1, 2. We'll have a 9 in the ones place. And now the tens place, 0 and 2. So 2 plus 0 still equals 2. And in the hundreds place, 4 and 4. 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 8. So our answer is 829. You can do it that way. Just for me, it's a lot easier to think when it's up and down. But hey, if you can do it sideways, that's great. Okay, let's talk about socks. Find the answers, then match the socks with the correct answer. Find the answers, then match the socks with the correct drawers. Over here, like you're putting your socks away after you do laundry. And we'll write the letters. So A, B, C, D. They're going to go in these boxes. Answers greater than 450 and answers smaller than 450. So to find out, we need to add the numbers. Let's try to do these sideways because I can see we're not going to have to regroup. So I think we can do it. Okay, start with the ones place. 4 plus 4. 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 8. And now the tens, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 1, 2 equals 4. And in the hundreds place, 2 and 2, we already figured out that's 4. So 448. A is 448. Is that greater than 450? That means it's smaller than 450. That means A goes in this drawer. Okay, let's do B. Same thing, start in the ones place. 205 plus 183. 5 plus 3. 5 plus 1, 2, 3 equals 8. Now the tens place, 0 plus 8 or 8 plus 0. So 8 plus nothing, still 8. And the hundreds place, 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. B equals 388. And of course, that's smaller than 450, so B goes in this drawer. Now C. 73 plus 315. Start in the ones place. 3 plus 5. 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals 8. Now the tens place. 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1 equals 8. Got a lot of 8s today. And the hundreds place. There's nothing here, so nothing plus 3 is still 3. So our answer is 388. Hey, that's the same answer as B. That's pretty cool. So then we know C goes in the same drawer. Oh no, is this drawer going to be empty? That'll be sad. Okay, D, last question. 157 plus 340. Start in the ones place. 7 plus 0. Any number plus 0 is the same number. So it's still 7. Tens place. 5 plus 4. 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 9. And hundreds place, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 1, 2, 3 equals 4. 497. And hey, that's greater than 450. So D gets the drawer all to itself. Yay! Okay. See, it's actually not so hard to do it sideways. You just got to remember, start in the ones place. All right. Let's move on to our next page. We're going to talk about food and then a little bit of multiplication. Don't worry, multiplication, it's just skip counting. No problemo. All right, let's start at the top. Activity 1, use the chart to answer the questions. So there was a bake sale, like at a school, they sold a bunch of tarts, cupcakes, brownies, and cookies. And we'll use these numbers, or that food, to answer question 1, 2, and 3. So let's just look at it first. Bake sale, to buy a tart, that cost you 75 cents. A tart is like a little mini pie. 75 cents for a tart. A cupcake, 50 cents. A brownie, 25 cents. Wow, it's a great deal. And a cookie, 10 cents. Wow, where is this bake sale? I would love to go to this one. Okay, question 1. How much will 2 cupcakes and 1 brownie cost? Okay, let's figure this out. So we need to get the key info. How much will 2 cupcakes and 1 brownie cost? So we know a cupcake cost 50 cents and a brownie cost 25 cents. So here's the important part when you're talking about money and adding it. You see here, it's saying dollars, not cents. So for a cupcake, if we need 2 cupcakes and they're 50 cents, this is how you write 50 cents. This is very important. Check it out. 0.50. That's 50 cents because it's less than $1, right? And we had 2 cupcakes, so we'll have 50 cents plus 50 cents. Don't forget 1 brownie, and a brownie costs 25 cents. So $0.25. Okay, 0 plus 0 equals 0. 0 plus 5 equals 5, of course. 5 plus 5 plus 2. 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 2, 1, 2 equals 12. Carry the 1, drop the decimal. 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, still going to be 1. So now we know it cost $1.25. That's why it's so important that we put the 0 there, or else we would have got a really funky number, and whoever was paying for that would have said, hey, I'm not paying $125. And they'd flip over your table and brownies would go everywhere. Or we can just do it correctly. So how much will 2 cupcakes and 1 brownie cost? $1.25. And I want you to really know how to add and subtract money, because I noticed some of the older kids here when they were selling pop and chips, and I would say, hey, how much for a Pepsi? Oh, $1.25, sir. And I give them a toonie, that's $2. And I would say, hey, how much money do you got to give me back? And they would have no idea. That's sad. You should know, hey, you owe me 75 cents. So you're young and you have a chance to learn all this stuff. It's so important that you learn it right now. Okay? I know it's fun and it's funny, but trust me, these are skills you need to have. Question number 2. How much will 1 tart and 4 cupcakes cost? So 1 tart was 75 cents, and a cupcake, tart 75 cents, cupcake 50 cents. 0.50. Remember, it's 4 cupcakes and 1 tart. So now we're going to add those. Sorry about that. My microphone fell off my head. Okay, so a tart, 75 cents plus 4 cupcakes. We'll do it the hard way, then I'll show you the easy way after. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, can you imagine if they bought 10 or 20 cupcakes? That's what we're going to talk about on the next one. So let's do it this way first, though. 5 plus 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, still going to be 5. Now here's what's going to get real messy. And I don't think we're going to have room on our number line even. So 7 plus 5. 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals 12. So let's switch colors so you see what we're doing. Rate here is 12. Now we're going to go plus 5 again. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17. Right here, we need 2 more. 17 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 21, 22. 22 is here. Now we got to do 22 plus 5. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Eesh. Okay. So the 7 goes here, carry the 2. Drop the decimal. 2 plus 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2. So it's going to be $2.75. But you notice how hard it was to add all those numbers? That's why multiplication is so great. Let me show you the better way to do this. Okay, so we know a tart was 75 cents. That's not going to change. We're only going to add it to one number. Okay, all of these, let me switch colors. These 1, 2, 3, 4 cupcakes, instead of adding them 4 times, we're going to multiply. It's so much easier. So 50 cents for a cupcake multiplied by 4, because they're buying 4 cupcakes. Okay, 4 times 0, any number times 0 will be 0. 4 times 5, or we should say 5 times 4. So we're going to skip count by 5 4 times. 5, 10, 15, 20. 0 goes here, drop the decimal, carry the 2. 2 plus 0 equals 2. So $2. That's the number we're going to add to the tart. $2. 5 plus 0 equals 5. 7 plus 0 equals 7. Drop the decimal. 0 plus 2 equals 2. Hey! We got the right answer. Okay, that's multiplication. Let me show you one more time, because I know it's confusing when you learn it. But once you get it, you get it. So I'm going to do this question again. Because we're out of space, I'm going to do it in this blank spot here. Okay, please pay attention. 1 cupcake costs 50 cents. 1 cupcake, 50 cents, multiplied by 4, because they bought 4 of them. 4 times 0, 0 times 4 equals 0. Any number times 0 equals 0. 5 times 4, we skip count by 5 4 times. 5, 10, 15, 20. The 0 goes here, the 2 goes here, drop the decimal. 2 plus 0 equals 2. Okay? Okay, don't worry if you don't get it yet. But I hope you at least can see why it's so important to know. Okay, number 3. How much will 1 dozen cookies cost? If you don't know, 1 dozen means 12. A dozen is 12. So how much will 12 cookies cost? How much is a cookie? 10 cents. Okay. Let's do it over here. So we could do it like this. 10 cents for a cookie and they bought 12. We could add 10 cents 12 times. 1, 2, 3. You see this is a problem, right? We don't want that. We're not even going to bother. We're going to multiply. So it's still 10 cents for a cookie. But now we're going to multiply by 12 because they bought 12 cookies. So we'll start with the top. 0 times 12. Any number times 0 is going to equal. Sorry, slow down. We're only supposed to times it by 2. So start again. One cookie cost 10 cents and they bought 12. Okay? 0 times 2 equals 0. 1 times 2 equals 2. I'm going to skip count by 1 2 times. 1, 2. Drop the decimal. 0 times 2 equals 0. Okay, that's only part of the question. We did the 2, but this 1 isn't done yet. And the 1 is actually in the tens place when we're talking about money, like the dimes. So that means we have to start with a 0 because it's not a 1, it's a 10. So we'll put the 0 there at the start. Okay, now we start again right here. 0 times 1, any number times 0 equals 0. Drop the decimal. 1 times 1, skip count by 1, one time. 1. Okay. And 0 times 1 equals 0. We don't start numbers with 0. So we just don't even put it there. Okay. Now we've got our two numbers. We need to add them. 20 cents plus $1. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 2 plus 0 equals 2. Drop the decimal. 0 plus 1 equals 1. Okay, so that means 10 cupcakes, no, 12 cookies equals $1.20. Now, I know that was a little trickier. I even confused myself a little bit. And you can skip this part if you want, but I want to show you one more time what I just did. Okay? I'll do it above here and in a different color. Let's go with red. Okay. 10 cents for a cookie multiplied by 12 because they bought 12. We'll start in the ones place. 0 times 2, any number times 0 equals 0. 1 times 2, skip count by 1, 2 times. 1, 2. Drop the decimal, drop the 0. Now, because we're going to the tens place, we start with a 0. Now, 0 times 1, any number times 0 equals 0. Drop the decimal. 1 times 1, skip count by 1, one time. 1. 0 times 1 equals 0. We don't need to put it over here because we don't start numbers with 0. So now we're going to add these two numbers. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 2 plus 0 equals 2. Drop the decimal. 0 plus 1 equals 1. Okay? Don't worry if you don't get it. The more you see me do it, the more we practice it, the sooner you'll get it. Okay? I promise one day this is going to be very easy for you. When I was learning it at the start, oh man, took me forever. My teacher got so mad. Why don't you get it? Why don't you get it? I don't know. I don't know. And then one day it just clicks. Okay? So just be patient. Okay, activity 2. Write the missing numbers to complete the number sentences. Okay, this is going to be multiplication and division, but you're going to see we really only need to multiply. So I did the first one for you. If 2 times 3 equals 6, if I skip count by 2 3 times, 2, 4, 6, then 6 divided by 3 will equal 2. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Notice this, it's backwards of this one. 6, 3, 2. 6, 3, 2. Okay, so division, think about it like this. If I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I want to divide it into 3, maybe I've got 3 friends. So I got 6 cupcakes and 3 buddies. we're going to cut it into 1, 2, 3. So in each group, there's 2. That's what division is, okay? Let's try it again with question 2. If 3 times 3 equals, so skip count by 3, 3 times. 3, 6, 9. Then blank divided by 3 equals 3. We just need to go backwards. 9 divided by 3 will equal 3. I'm going to show you just one more time, just in case you don't believe me. So I got 9 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 apples. And I want to split them into 3 groups. 1 group, 2 group, 3 groups. Each group has 3. So 9 divided by 3 equals 3. You getting it? Okay, let's do another one. Question 3. If 4 times 2 equals, skip count by 4 2 times. 4, 8. Then 8 divided by 2 equals 4. You see what's happening here? Let me do this next one quick. If 5 times 3 equals, skip count by 5 3 times. 5, 10, 15. Then 15 divided by 3 equals 5. We're just going backwards. One little example. This is just like when we're adding or subtracting, and then we check our answers for subtracting. So let's say it's 42 take away 13. 2 take away 3, can't do it. Borrow from 4. 4 times 3, 2 turns to 12. 12 take away 3 equals 9. 3 take away 1 equals 2. So 29 was our answer. And if we did it right, 29 plus 13 should equal 42. Let's see if we were right. 29 plus 13. 9 plus 3 equals 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 plus 1 equals 4. So it's the same thing. Multiplication and division, subtraction and addition. We're just going backwards, okay? Last one, question 5. If 10 times 2 equals, skip count by 10, 2 times. 10, 20. Then that means 20 divided by 2 equals 10. Okay. I know that was a lot of work. Don't feel bad if you have no idea what was going on this page. It's not going to happen in one day, and it's not going to happen if you're not at school. All I want to do is get you thinking about it, okay? Thinking about multiplication and division and money and how to add money, okay? One step at a time. Every little steps. Okay, last page of math, and then we'll listen to In Flanders Fields. Number of the day. Okay, my number is 1,918. Okay, let's do it quick. We're getting really good at these ones. Okay, in the thousands place, we have a 1. That means one of these blocks. One of those blocks equals 1,000. What about the hundreds place? We have 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. There already was 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 900 blocks equals 900, of course. Tens place, we have 1. 110 equals 10. And in the ones place, we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if we add those all together, we know it's going to equal our number. But let's think about it this way. This is pretty cool. So we'll put the 1 in the thousands place, and the 9 in the hundreds place, and the 1 in the tens place, and the 8 in the ones place. Hey, that's pretty cool. We haven't done that yet. See, math is awesome. Okay, 1 less. The ones place went down by 1, so 1,917. That's why there's a 7. One more. So now 8 will go up by 1. What's 1 more than 8? That's 9. So 1919. 1919. Odd numbers or even? Odd or even? Odd numbers end with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Even numbers end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Our number ends with an 8. So that means it's even. It's even. Yeah. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Okay, here we go. Take away 10. So now we are talking about the tens place. And we go down by 10, so it's going to go down 1. So 1 turned to 0. 1908. 1 went down to 0. And now plus 10. Now the tens place is going to go up by 1. 1900. What's 1 more than 1? It's 2 and 8. 1928. Place value chart. Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. We already did this up here. We know the thousands place has 1, the hundreds has 9, the tens has 1, and the ones have 8. Round to the nearest hundred, and it's 1900. So how did I get that? So we only had 2 options. There's 1900, and then the other 100 way over here, 2000. And right in between those two numbers is 1950. So if you have this number or greater, then you would round up to 2000. But if your number was 1949 or less, you're going to go down to 1900. And of course, 1918 is less than 1949. So where are we going? Where are we going? We're going right here. So that's why we got 1900. Record on a number line. 0 to 10,000. What's right in the middle? 5,000. So we know it's less than that. What's between 0 and 5,000? Right in the middle. 2,500. Yeah, it's less than that. What's between 0 and 2,500? Right in the middle. 1,250. So it's more than that. What's between 1,250 and 2,500? Well, I got to think about that one. Let's see. 1,250. 625. 1875. Right in the middle. This would be 1875. And that's really close. So that means 1,918. Right about there. Put a bubble around it. So you see, chopping it down. It let us get really close. That's not really even a guess. That's almost exactly where it should be. Okay? If you were just to look at it and be like, oh, I think it's over here, I really don't think you would have got it that close. And hey, look at this, what my numbers look like using base 10 blocks. We did it at the same time as this top part. 1,000, 900s, 110, 8 ones. Sweet. Record a number pattern starting at your number. Start at 1,918. Let's go up by hundreds. So 1,918 plus 100, 2,018. Plus 100, 2,118. You see, only the hundreds place is changing. The thousands changed because we went above 1,900. Okay, but for the rest of these, only the hundreds place. So 2,218, 2,318, 2,418. And my number in words, I did it for you, but let's read it together. 1,918. Okay, that's it. Great work today. That was some heavy math. But hey, I know how smart you are, and I know how much you want to learn this stuff. So thank you for trying your best, and don't feel bad if you don't get it all yet. Okay? Don't feel bad. Okay, that's it for today's homework. Stay tuned for Thursday's video, and let's listen to In Flanders Fields. That story we learned about on Remembrance Day. It's a poem about World War One, written by a Canadian doctor. Let's check it out.
In Flanders Fields the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields.